When I was in high school, I was told that I would be a failure.
No one's gonna take a bet on you, so you just have to fucking grind and make it, and it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna suck. It's gonna feel like you're just like sitting in the fire.
You know, my parents didn't really believe in me. My friends didn't believe in me. I was like, F you, I'm gonna make it.
Give me that shit!
I'm Alex. I'm 25, and I just became the CEO of a $100 million company. But that same brand was once valued at over $6 billion. So yeah, we've got a bunch of work ahead.
It might not be a month, it might not be 6 months, it might not be a year, it might not be 5 years. But if you motherfuckers give me enough time, we're gonna take shit to the fucking top. So we're just making it to Miami now. We are gonna be here for a couple of days. Then we actually got invited by a billionaire to one of the most insane resorts in the entire Caribbean, in the Dominican Republic. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna do some activities and stuff, but we also have a lot of work. It's gonna be a busy week. It's nonstop. I had a fucking big day yesterday. I had a lot of meetings, had some really promising stuff. We'll be able to share more soon, hopefully.
I was about to say,
But,
nothing to share?
Nothing to share quite yet, but let's get a little coffee in the system, maybe a little avocado toast. Dude, this place has the best avocado toast with like they put a tuna situation on it with like some sauce that just absolutely will just melt your face.
You are, buddy.
Look at this guy, dude. Show your face. Wait, look at that red light therapy face.
Just taking care of my skin, taking care of my health, looks maxing. Basically, that's pretty much it, you know?
That's why you were born.
Everything other than work. Dude, when are you coming down, dude? The people miss you.
I'm on my way. 24 hours, kid.
All right, we'll see you in the DR, buddy. I'm saying, like, this is the thumbnail, dude. This is the thumbnail shot. The gym.
Yeah, this
back
is
at
OG.
the gym.
We're gonna use the same video, same thumbnail.
Same thumbnail, same video.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Beast would do.
Mr. Beast.
Oh.
Something we've been working on that I've been putting together is the company Bible, almost. Not just like, oh, we want to be a successful DEX or a successful trading venue, but really going super deep on all of the various business lines that exist. We have the swap product, we have the aggregator, which is our API product. We have our AMM, we have these AMM Vault products, these yield-bearing products that we're building. We have perps, right? And then eventually we want to kind of build this super app. And so what we do as a service essentially is DEX as a service. You know, the vision for Sushi that will make it, you know, a multi-billion-dollar company is not necessarily like, oh, we're just going to get a bunch of people to use the swap. In order to build a business that is so valuable, right, you want to have almost like 10 businesses in one eventually, right, where each business line itself is like a hyper resilient and hyper fortified and valuable offering that is differentiated and ultra competitive. So Robinhood, I think, has like 11 business lines or something that each generate over 100 million a year of revenue. You want to think of it that way, right? You want to kind of think of it as like building blocks where what can come out of that? What are the vertical integrations or what are the lateral business lines that are adjacent to what you're doing where you can kind of grow into those industries and you can grow into those niches and then you can build specific teams. You build a team that does, you know, this part of the business, then you build a team that does this part and this part, and then you have to get really phenomenal people that own each layer of the stack. You have to build these team structures, right? And really like the optimal team sizing and structure, if you kind of look into what the best companies in the world do, it's typically like somewhere between 4 and 8 people on a team, because beyond that, it's very hard to manage. That's it. That's what we're trying to focus on. Really quickly, we're at the Miami airport right now. We're headed to Dominican Republic. We're gonna meet up with that billionaire friend, advisor of mine. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna get a bunch of work done, but also it's gonna be like a little bit of like work and play, because this resort, it's so insane. It's basically like, it's a 7,000 acre resort in the DR. And they have like, it's like practically an amusement park. Like they have a shooting range, they have, you know, a bunch of like water sports stuff you can do. They have a golf course, they have tennis courts, so whatever. We're gonna be like hacking during the day, but we're also gonna be there over the weekend. So it'll be like a little bit slower work-wise. We'll be able to have some fun, and then we'll be back to Miami for a conference on Monday. And then we have Luke, who's like the chief vacation officer. So he's gonna teach us how to relax a little bit because he's a pro. Bro, the reality is with all this marketing stuff is that it's all a combined effort and it all snowballs. We have partners that are going to talk about it, right? You're focused on those things. We've got the YouTube stuff and getting people in the Telegram. And bro, like engaging people in the Telegram, people should be all over that. You know what I mean? They should be all over that. Just like, oh, you know, new thing. Like the more we do, like the more people are going to pay attention, the more they're going to talk about us. I mean, it's just gonna compound.
Tyler gave an update. Basically, he said everything but points and vaults are done, and then he's just going to work alongside Luffy to get multipliers and nested points ready. And then he said vaults will take an extra few daes since he'll need to build it out from scratch.
Yeah, we need to actually have a product call. So we need to have a product call where we actually go over the entire product roadmap for perps specifically, because there's a bunch of things that we need to kind of do around perps to make it better.
Tyler's going to send a staging link for the new UI today. So
do we want to update it in phases, or we want to refresh all at once?
Okay. We don't want anything, because he said we can basically go live and just have like vaults and stuff coming soon, but I think we just...
Yeah, if we get the trading in portfolio, let's just get that out.
Okay.
Because then you can re-announce vaults. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, there's a magic in re-announcements, you know? Yeah, but bro, re-announcing is so crucial. Like there should be, honestly, Luke, like that should be a big focus, is like leveraging re-announcements. Like, oh, this happened, but keep telling the story. You know what I mean? You gotta keep telling the story over and over again.
We're gonna have some activities, so we're gonna have a little segment of activities. Let's see how Luke's doing. Let's see if he's ready to shoot some farms. Chief Vacation Officer, what do you think so far of this vacation?
It's actually a pretty fantastic vacation so far. This is a phenomenal place.
Be cocky, up at the drama, really nothing to me. I ride by and blow your brains out. It's no time to cock it.
All right, so we're gonna do one more round. Me versus BL. Let's see who gets more shots, makes more, out of 25.
BL's cameo on the vlog.
The meme is like he can't be in the video like his face for more than like 3 seconds because like he has to be like semi-anonymous. We're gonna see who makes more shots right now out of 25.
How many?
3.
Not good.
Make this count, Alex. 11, 12. 10, 12. 11, 12.
Oh, things are getting closer.
13.
Give me that!
13, 13?
Yeah.
Give me that!
If I hit one of these, I win.
Oh, Alex is done?
Yeah.
Where's my redemption?
14, 13.
Oh, sorry.
14, 13.
The winner. Number said. Alan said. I didn't say it. You said it.
So go to market with perps will basically be a re-announcement of perps with the new UI. Yeah, he said on Thursday, Tyler said he's finishing the trading terminal and working with Luffy to get the multipliers and nested points ready. Vaults are going to take a few days. So I just set a date for 1 week from Monday, basically, for the proper announcement for the new UI, which will be a motion graphic, which I'm going to tap that same guy who did the other one.
When is that going out? Sorry.
The new design. I just slated it for Monday. A week,
Oh,
a week from Monday. Because Tyler needs a couple more days, and then we should have a couple days of just testing, making sure everything's good.
Yeah.
And we can just re-announce everything. I think a separate thing away from like the core sushi product roadmap is just like figuring out this conversation we should also have BL involved in, is just like podcast stuff, also the clipping stuff that we're talking about. Bro, we gotta do podcast run.
I was gonna
million
mention
percent.
this too. Can you organize that? Just invite me to it, put it in the calendar, and I'll just show up. And if I have an issue, we rebook.
Because the thing is too, even if the fucking podcast gets 500 views, it doesn't matter because that's content for us, content that they're gonna put out on their end, whether it goes viral or not. Like they're still same with every time like he says that he puts out an announcement for his own company.
Right.
They're still putting out clips. Also, I feel like it opens the door for you to speak on sushi in a different light than the videos that we're making too.
Yeah, because I can talk about the protocol more like on a protocol
high
level.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
a high level. The videos are like, let's get a bunch of engagement, right? Let's try to just like boost the brand awareness, but we're not gonna hit all the people that are actually in the trenches trading and using perps.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you're doing these podcasts and these people are asking you like tailored specific questions of like sushi's plan. Yeah, like I'm just saying like they're gonna be asking you specific questions of like Sushi's plan, the roadmap, tokenomics, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like specific things like that is what are gonna get like the trencher people and like the diehard crypto people on board of like, oh shit, okay, like this guy's making building in public videos, but he also knows what the f he's doing. He's running a company. You know what I mean? He's running the company like it should be ran.
The reason I want to do the videos is because I'm like, I'm that kid who was like 15, 16, 17, 18, who was just, you know, normal upbringing, normal fucking everything, didn't get into Harvard, didn't get into Stanford, didn't have a bunch of people telling me I was the smartest person. You know what I mean? I was just like, I just wanted it more than anyone. The desire, I think, for young people to want to make it and make money outside the box in unique and interesting ways, especially with AI and the way the internet is, the availability of just being able to start something now is just going to go up. Yeah. And the people who just like have the grit and determination to make it, they're going to fucking win. But they think, like, they underestimate themselves. If you're the type of kid who's like, you have a chip on your shoulder and you're kind of an outcast, no one's going to take a bet on you. So you just have to fucking grind and make it. And it's going to be a battle. It's going to suck. It's going to feel like you're just like sitting in the fire, you know? It's just nails. That's just what it is. That's the reality, though. That's actually why making the videos is so cool, because there's a lot of people like that. Yeah. That's the average. That's like more common, in my opinion. I just resonate with that because, like I said, bro, I'll talk to VCs, and every VC I ever spoke to told me my business was uninvestable. And then I was like, F that guy, dude. You know what I found with like VCs and with people, just like in success, or like if people are gauging your probability of success to like take a bet on you or not? If you make like $1 million, people are like, oh my gosh, wow, yeah, that was good. But then if you're like, hey, I have ambition to make 10, or I have ambition to make 50, they're like, like they're not bought into that vision. Yeah. They're just bought into like, you could do the thing that you already did. Yeah. Which is like, yeah, no shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like older people also just like don't want you to do better than what they've achieved as well. So they kind of hold you back with certain comments. Because a lot of people don't like the idea of people passing them, obviously. Dude, you're on your own life path. Make the best out of it.
I'm motivated because I'm young and hungry as well.
No, but that's all you need, bro. And focus. Don't do a million things at once, dude. Try to get really good at like one thing. That's the most important thing, is like not ping-ponging between bullshit. Saying you're an entrepreneur is like saying you're an athlete. And so being an athlete is great. Okay, you're an athlete. If you work for 2 years at tennis and then you switch to lacrosse, just because you're an athlete for 2 years, you're a beginner at lacrosse. And then if you switch to basketball after 3 more years, okay, you've been an athlete for 5 years, but you have 0 years of basketball. So every time you switch fucking things as an entrepreneur, you're basically picking up a new sport.
All that really matters is your output. So like whatever allows you to put in that time without procrastinating all over the place gives you better output.
I mean, it's the same thing with sushi right now, right? Markets are not doing great. On-chain volume across the board is down, but sushi's fundamentals, since I've gotten in, economic fundamentals of the protocol in terms of revenue and overhead and expenses are probably 2 to 5 times better than they were when I first got in, even though volume and everything is down. Like, we're not necessarily doing so much more revenue, but if you look at on a relative basis, relative to like where the market's at or relative to where volume is at, sushi, the fundamentals are getting better, right, over time. And so we're not being, whether or not we get rewarded right now with a bunch of attention or a bunch of whatever, that doesn't matter so much to me. Improve the fundamentals week in and week out. You know what I mean? Try to improve anything that we possibly can, whether it's like working on product, or whether it's users, or whether it's some of the ways that we can expand like the commercial offerings with the API business and stuff. Just like improve the fundamentals, and eventually, you know, it doesn't matter if people take notice or not. You know what I mean? Yeah. If they do, great. If they don't, we're winning. But like, winning is all that matters. Everything else is external opinions basically. So. Morning, buddy.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Itozi.
So it's our last night. So it's been a cool trip. We're gonna fucking rip the last 12 hours or so, and then on a plane back to Miami. Meeting was good. Had a good conversation. Beautiful place here. Productive. Little work life productivity. Work
Vibes.
Play guard. Hard work plays smarter, not harder. Hard work smarter, not harder. Plays hard work, play. Here's the thing: 4-hour work week, business, Intelligent Investor,
AI.
Rich Dad, Not Poor Dad,
AI.
and AI, and How to Win Friends, Influence People. It's basically what we're focused on. So for those of you that don't know, I used to play tennis. I played basically professionally. I played at a very high level my whole life. My dad was a professional tennis player. I got a couple professional points when I was like 17, 18. Played my whole life, basically. So I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I was training like, anywhere from like 2-3 hours on school days to like 6, 8, 10 hours on weekends and during the summer and breaks and stuff. Tennis is a great sport. It teaches you a lot about how to take a loss, because you lose every week, basically. For me, at least. You play tournaments, right? And it's like there's 100 people in the tournament, or 30 people in the tournament, or 60 people in the tournament, right? You play, and you might win a round, you might win 2 rounds, you might win 3 rounds, you might get to the final, but you have to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches in a row, right, to win these tournaments. So it's a brutal sport, because sometimes you play well and you beat people that are a little better than you. Sometimes you play badly, you lose to people who you shouldn't lose to, and it takes a lot of mental strength to just do that week in and week out and try to get better constantly. All right, our guy is here, so we're about to get going.
A little rusty. Very rusty. Hot out.
Hell yeah.
You guys look tired.
Tired and fried by the sun.
Oh my god, little trick shot from Alex.
I just wanted to grab the camera really quickly. It's like 1:37 right now. Just wanted to kind of come in front of the camera and chat a little bit and just reflect. I don't know, just reflect, kind of give my thoughts. It's been a fucking ride the last 4 or 5 months. When I kind of came into sushi, there was a lot of work to do, like essentially cleanup work, right? Getting things organized and kind of trying to get things to the point where I would almost have a clean slate to build the business the way that I think it needs to be built for the scale that we're trying to achieve. If you want to build a company that makes $1 million a year, or you want to build a company that makes $5 million a year, or if you want to build a company that can be worth $10 billion, there are different things and different levers that you have to pull and different ways that you have to think about the business. My objective with building this company is really to make a name for myself and to show that I can do something that is almost impossible, which is reviving essentially a brand of this magnitude in an industry that is arguably one of the most competitive on earth right now. Crypto and trading, and specifically trading platforms and crypto exchanges. You know, the incumbents and the competitors that we have are worth billions and billions of dollars. And so a big part of why I want to do this is because, yes, I made a bunch of money in my past life as an entrepreneur and as an investor, and I made enough money that I never had to work again. But I still have this chip on my shoulder because my entire life, everyone has always told me I can't achieve what I want to achieve. When I was in high school, I was told that I would be a failure. Basically, was pushed into dropping out. It was a disaster. My counselors didn't believe in me. My teachers didn't believe in me. You know, my parents didn't really believe in me. I had no friends. My friends didn't believe in me. You know, like they thought I wouldn't succeed. I was like, F you, I'm gonna make it, right? And then I built a business and I made money and I got to the point where I was making like more money than anyone I'd ever basically met growing up, right? I thought the richest people were like lawyers and doctors growing up, like a lot of people, and then you get out in the world and you realize that lawyers and doctors do extraordinarily well, but they're not
like remotely at the top echelon of earning and business and the game, right? Like you level up and then you like see the new levels, basically. I've tried to get people who are ahead of where I was at the time to take a bet on me and take a chance. And I've always like had this belief, and I've always been like, man, like if someone would just give me a chance, like I'll show them, you know what I mean? I'll prove to them and I'll show them that I can do it. No one, it's like basically no one gave me that chance. Like I've had people that I've been really fortunate to work with. I've had clients that I've been really fortunate to work with. I've had partners I've been fortunate to work with. You know, I've had very, 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 very few people ever who have been willing to take a long-term bet on me doing something unlikely. And so, fast forward, I'm 24, 25 years old. I made enough money that I never have to work again. And I'm like, okay, well, what's next? For me, with where I'm at financially, where I kind of got to financially, a big swing to me is not like building a $10 million company. It's not building a $50 million company. It's not building a $100 million company. It's building something that is orders of magnitude larger than that, right? Maybe I'm just like sadistic and fucked up, but like I want to do something so extraordinarily challenging. When someone looks at my resume of like where I've come from, you know, sleeping in my car at 18 and like just fucking hustling to building this thing into a multi-billion-dollar company, I want them to be like, holy shit, he really did that? And I just want it to be undeniable. I want, wait, he did that without VCs? He did that without, you know, money from his parents? He did that without luck? He did it just through grit and grind and just pounding fucking pavement? You know, just relentless ambition and positive attitude and optimism, but also realistic pessimism and just tearing down all of his preconceived notions about how he should do things on a daily basis to try to make it better. Okay, that's what drives me. You know, it's just like all these fucking people who think that like making sushi a $1 billion company is impossible. It's a pipe dream. It's stupid. It's unrealistic. You know, maybe. Or maybe I just make them look really, really, really fucking stupid. I love you. Thank you for watching. We're gonna take this shit to the fucking top. I swear to fucking God. I'm gonna do everything in my power. It might not be a month, it might not be 6 months, it might not be a year, it might not be 5 years, but if you motherfuckers give me enough time, just wait, just wait. We're gonna do something really special here, you know? Thank you for watching. This is the end of the video. Chopstick Gang, Telegram, X, Instagram, all the things, but peace.